Hello. So today we're finally doing Emily Dacquerette's EP release slash fashion shoot in a wonderful house in a little place called the Hollywood Hills, which is pretty cool, I guess. And this is exactly where we are. Pretty cool house. Apparently it's owned by some person who's never lived here, and I guess that's sort of where they're gonna do the photo thing. And this person never lived here, so he just rents it out for events, and it's pretty cool. So imagine this is a social area where people are gonna do their thing and be people, social creatures. This is where we will play the show. There's a little stage. How you doing, Jake? It's good, man. It's my rig. It's properly set up and really loud, like every good guitar player wants it to be.
Turn it down. Thank you.
That's it. Some food in the kitchen. It's a pretty cool house, actually. 2 floors and all that. Quite luxurious. So this is the second floor of the house. It's like this old classic movie thing. Apparently there's even, oh wow, that's cool. It's like a little meditation space. Oh, this is so cool. This is really cool. Oh, damn. So what happened is, Emily asked me to record her, like the first ever session I did here was someone that wasn't my friend, like the first real session, I guess you could say. I played bass for her actually in a song called Set Fire to the Fear, which we're also playing tonight. And after that, she asked me to play bass on another one of her songs, and I had my guitar with me. So she brought me over to her producer's house. That's called Peace. He's a great guy, works in film a lot, has done some insane stuff. So I went over there, I was, laying down bass on the track, and I told him, I'm actually not a bass player, I'm a guitar player. And then I ended up playing guitar on, I guess all the songs of the EP, which is really cool. And it's like this mixture of 80s pop rock with electro stuff. And here, so that one we will not disturb. I think I heard Emily's voice in here, so let me just check if we're good to go. Excuse me? Is it clear for people to come in here, or are there people getting changed? It's fine? All right. How you doing, Emily? I'm recording a thing. Hello.
Hey.
How you doing, guys? So this is Emily over there getting ready for the show. It's her EP and her fashion shoot. Really cool stuff. I'm gonna release this all before you release everything, so everyone will know what it's about. So I promise I'm gonna ruin everything.
That is so perfect. That's what I was hoping.
Yes. It's like everywhere you turn, there's a cool thing. Anyways, this is my first real gig after my OPT started. And I'm finally getting paid for my stuff, which is amazing. And it's like, at some point you gotta start life, It's amazing to do this with people that I already have worked with before. And I know I can trust, I know it's gonna be fine, I like the music, I know the music already, so it's like it wasn't that rushed. We had a couple good rehearsals, all musicians that I worked with before, so it's just a great way to start life, I guess. Oh, that's Jake. Ta-da! You good, Jake? Ready for some noise?
Yes, sir.
And she was nice enough to get everyone some pizza, which, as you can see, we've been there. So, to get to a little bit of a point today, and not just talk about the gig, which in itself is amazing, I wanted to talk a little bit about what it is to be a beginning musician right after college in a city as big as Los Angeles. What I think is the first really important aspect is to remember that no matter where you are, if you're diving into a universe such as Musicians Institute, like a music college, doesn't matter what city, you know, there's Berkeley and Boston, which is a huge city and has a huge student body, like I think there are 4,000 students there or something. It's really important to remember that you're gonna be in a bubble. It doesn't matter where. If you get a job at a music publisher, if you get a job at a label, if you get a job at a music store, and being in a bubble is really dangerous because after a while you kind of get used to it. Like after a year in MI, you know, I knew a lot of people, I'd played with a lot of people, I could be fairly certain that at least one person would want me to play with them. And I adore that, and that was amazing. But I got out of it, and like I still play with people from school, but I can't count on people from school asking me to play in their band anymore because I'm not there, and people aren't going to see me. You know, they're going to ask other people to play in their band just because they have their classmates and they have their jamming buddies or whatever. So you start to need to figure out that you gotta go somewhere else. You gotta find other places to be, other places with musicians. Go to jam sessions. Like here, for instance, there's a Baked Potato. There's a place called I forget the names of other places, but there's jam sessions like the Baked Potato and, you know, various other places that have jams every day of the week, open mics. You need to put yourself out there. If you're not getting enough work, it's, you know, go look for it. You know, go meet people, because the internet is there and Instagram is there, but nothing beats meeting a person and shaking their hand and looking them in the eye, you know. It's really, really important. So never forget that, you know. It's like, you never know when you might find yourself in a little place like this. So yeah, I guess that's my little tip of the day. Always have to remember that anywhere you are, if you're around the same people too much, it becomes a bubble. And sometimes you need to burst that bubble.
Right.
Tell me, Max, what are you running today?
Well, I'll tell you, Pedro.
Yeah,
I have a Fender P-Bass. It's a Monshot
So,
P-Bass, so it has
Okay.
additional pickups. It has a professional series neck, P-Bass
Okay.
neck. Then I'm running through here, and I would have to say that this is probably the most important part of my my tone right here. Is the Noble DI preamp.
Oh wow!
It's incredible.
I mean, if your bass player has a pedal board, that's a good sign. It's always a good
Some
sign.
people think so. I think so. Then in all of it, you know, I have all my Aguilar effects. You would think that I'm sponsored by Aguilar, but I'm not. Then I have an Aguilar amp over here.
Nice.
You got the Tone Hammer 700 running through the SL112. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a big fan.
Nice.
One of my favorite things about Aguilar is it doesn't enhance your sound. It gives you the true tone of your instrument.
Yeah.
So
Unaltered.
unaltered, that's right.
Amazing.
No flat 13s or flat 9s. Unaltered. All right.
Theory joke. Yes.
See you guys.
Teacher, that isn't it. It's in A flat actually, because he tunes his guitar to it.
So is
Shut up, Pedro.
Eruption is also an A flat.
Yes. it is.
I'm the one talking.
Apparently,
I'm
probably.
the I hold the guitar.
If you have the guitar, you know how a guitar player changes a light bulb?
He doesn't.
No, he does. I mean, he either gets his tech to do it for him, or he holds it up and the world spins around him. And today, Vedant, tell me about your.
Simple, not too much. Just this.
Tell me about your rig.
It's a Yamaha MOXF6 synthesizer. Just gonna be playing stuff in my corner right
How you doing, Meg? All right, so we're all sound checked now. I'm in my Emily Dacret official shirt, which is actually a lot better than the one I was wearing. Meg is in her Emily Dacret original.